All right, this is Puzzles and Dragons 101. I'm just going to show you very basic stuff. So here we go. All right, now as you get higher in levels, which I really don't think I should be at rank 157, because even though I've played for a very long time, there were huge gaps in between playtime. So I really didn't get the experience like some of these other players. But I'm going to go in here and let's go to, I'm going to change this up some, put some really low level players in there. Let's do this one. So I got blue. Let's go with a red. I'll play with him. You won't get these for a while. These are, let's see, I need something green. Let's go with this guy. So I got blue, red, green. I need a yellow, which is light. And I also need dark. So for my yellow, I'm going to go with this guy. And for my dark player, I'm going to go with this guy. Okay. So there is my team. Now let's go to a dungeon. I'm going to go to a normal dungeon. Go all the way down to the beginning because I just want to show you putting together combos using Skyfall. Skyfall is, let's see, let's go by rank. Use my lowest level ranking player, which is, let me see. No, this guy's got a 7x6 board. I'll go with her. All right, so you pick your players. Let's say this is your team. Now what you want to do is you want to utilize your team to help with your overall score of hitting these monsters. And I'll show you what I mean in just a second here as soon as this game loads up. So what we want to do is we want to make combinations. We want to make as many combinations as we possibly can. So I've got some red here, purple, I've got green up here, I've got love right there, I've got blue right here. My goal is to try to match all of these up as quickly as possible. All right, so let's go like this, and we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna go, well, I didn't get enough time. So that's another thing that you'll run into when you first start out. You're not gonna have a lot of time to do these combinations. So I wanna pick one that's maybe furthest away from its matches, like this green here. But I also wanna match other ones as well. So I'm gonna try to do this red. So here we go, I'm gonna go down, get this red, and then I want to move this green up like this. Now I got the red and the green. Now I think I'm going to go for this purple, and I'm going to do some love. And maybe it's some yellow too. So to start this out, we'll go up here, move this around, get some love in there, and then I end up getting yellow, but that wasn't my initial goal. That's what the Skyfall is for. So when you complete a combo and it disappears, other little power balls will fall from the top. So that's what your Skyfall is. So just kind of watch while I go through and just do this. So that was 3. And each time you do this, you want to practice. I'm going to go to a little higher level this time to give you a better view of how it's done. Okay, Okay, so I got these monsters, and I leveled up 3 of my players. I also got 10 PAL points for using one of my friends in the fight. Let's go to a little higher. Let's do Twin Temple Apollo. Okay, and this is going to be, I think it's either a dark dungeon or a light dungeon. I'm going to change up my monsters because, well, let's see if these work. Let's see. I don't know. They may or they may not. So let's do that again. Twin Temple Apollo. Where is it? There it is. All right, and we're going to go with the Warrior of the Sky. I think I'm going to use Kaylee. Nope, Young Maine. We'll use him. He's a dark character. You want to pay attention to your leader skills. Okay? 1 and 2, because the guy that you added on is going to be part of your leadership on the team. He's going to help you a lot. So here we go. Now the goal is, let's just make a goal of 3 combos per hit. Okay, so I got a red there, I got another red there. Now I'm going to come down and do that. I end up with 5 and 6 and 7 because of Skyfall. I hit those guys pretty hard, and I got a metal dragon, so that's good. Let's try some more. I'm going to use this here. 1. No. I only hit 2 that time, so I'm probably going to take a hit. Nope, Young Maine took them out for me. All right, so let's see, 3. My goal is 3, right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And the 4th one came from Skyfall. Took those guys out. I'm going to try 3 again. Let's see here. 1 and 2 and 3. And you know what? That was 4. And I got an extra one from Skyfall. Took those guys out. You just want to keep practicing this over and over again. Once you master 3, then you're going to move on to trying to get 4 at a time. And just keep going and keep going. The further you get in the game, the easier the combos and Skyfall and all that stuff will be. And then from that point, you'll start focusing on 4 combos and 5 combos and, you know, trying to do the whole board. Then they're going to throw some other stuff in the mix, like getting 7x6 boards and the 5x6 boards, and you know, that'll give you a chance to practice some of those. Another good place to practice is going to be oh goodness, I only did 2 that time. The no continues quest. You know, you want to practice there as much as possible. You don't lose anything. It doesn't cost any stamina, and it allows you to practice making those combos. Another thing in 101 is at the end of your battle, you can sell monsters. This is going to become very important later on in the game because, and you see I didn't sell my metal dragon because those are very important. I use those to level up my monsters. But you're going to run out of space. And so, you know, selling these monsters is going to be very important later on in the game. Another thing I wanted to go over is this stuff about your team. So your leader is the one, this is Hera Hera is, I don't know. Her HP is 1191, her attack is 949, and her recover is 136. Okay? Recover is the amount of life that you get when you match the heart bubbles together. The higher the recovery number, the higher recovery rate that you will acquire. And of course, you're going to, acquire that when you match those bubbles. And the higher the recover, the higher the more valuable the player is in terms of the life of your team. Her skill is ultra gravity, and it reduces the enemy's HP by 30%. Her leader skill is power of pitch black, which is 2.5 times attack for dark attack. Now there's ATT and ATK. Let me show you the difference between those. You can also go here to the Evo search and look at the different levels once they're maxed out, what they would look like, and how this changes. You see the HP, the attack, etc. Actually went up. And for this last one, the Permafrost Queen Hera is much higher for HP, attack, and recovery. Okay, and her skills have increased greatly from the beginning. Another thing I would like to show you is when you go to your teams or your different monsters, you can change the order. Let's talk about some of those. Favorites, of course, are your favorite monsters. You make them your favorite by checking info and clicking on or off here. Okay. Now when you look at your monster, it'll tell you, everything you need to know about them. When you awaken them, you can click on each one of these. Just drag your finger across it, and it'll tell you what each one is. You get those to open up by waking a monster. And let's see here if I can find one that I want to give my Tamadra to. And I think it's going to be this lady here, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, I can't do her yet because I haven't leveled her up. Eeny, meeny, miny. Let's see. Does this guy have any? No. How about this one? Nope. So a lot of these will start off without any. Hold on, I'm going to find you one. No. This guy, I know he needs an awakening. So let's go ahead and awaken him. I'll show you how to do that. And now I have to find him. And I might have passed him up. Does she need any awakening? Nope. Where is... This is by favorites. You want to let me awaken him? Oh, you go to Monster Enhancements. And you want to use your awakening. I have 7 Tamadra right now on those. I'm going to go ahead and awaken this guy up. I'm not going to give him a full awakening, just one. So what this one does is it adds a little extra oomph to the light ball that comes down. So once I select the one, I hit OK. And it's telling me I'm using one of my Tamadra. Am I sure? I'm going to hit yes. And then he's going to awaken. So now when I look at him, he's got extra light enhancement, and it increases damage. The next time I awaken him again, it'll have another enhancement, and so on and so forth, all the way down till it's fully awoken. Okay. One last thing I wanted to talk to you about is, and we kind of went over this, so CHR, I don't know what this stands for, but it's the order in which your monsters were received. So the first one I got was this red Keeper of Flame here. I believe, something like that, but I know that if you change it into that order, notice that, remember the last high metal dragon I got? It's at the bottom because that's the last one that I got. Okay. Fuse number just arranges them by the fuse number. The attack, ATK, is their attack power. So as you see, this is the monster that I have that has the highest attack power, 2970. And if you open it up and look, 2970. So it does flash on the screen what it is. Okay. And then you can also arrange them by HP, which is your health. And you see that this monster here has the highest health of 7,056. Okay. And as you see, I have latent awakenings added to him, so he has extra move time. And, you know, that goes down. My next one is 4494. Oh, let's go back. All right. Our RCV is recover. So this monster that I just awoken has the highest recovery of 2,000. He is great if you're fighting a very strong monster that takes away a lot of your health. You want to use this guy to help build it back up quickly. Okay. Level is the level of the monster. So the ones that are maxed out pretty much show up front, up top. You can get some maxed out monsters down here, like this one. Okay, and he's maxed out, but he's only level 1. So even though he's at his max, he's level 1. That's why he's maxed out down here and not up top. See, these metal dragons are also maxed out. What is this here? Oh. I might have to use that as fusion material soon. All right. So those are the main ones that you want to use. You can do it by cost if you're looking to put together a team and it says you've exceeded your team cost. You can arrange it by cost so that it'll give you an idea of what monsters you can afford to add to your team. This is the level of rarity. So, you know, I don't have any, you see, I don't have any 9 or 10 monsters. I'm working on that currently, but, you know, they're actually based on the level of rarity. So an 8 is pretty rare, but 9 and 10 are super rare. So you really, really don't see too many of those throughout the game. It takes a lot of work to win one or buy one, you know. All right, ATT. So this is actually arranging it by the type of attack or the color. So my reds come up top, then next are my blues, then my greens, then my yellows, then my purples. Okay. So they're both attack, but one is the actual physical attack. The other one is the attack color, let's say. Now, type will sort them by type of monster. So you can see here, Zeus Vulcan is a god and a dragon. And, you know, the further I get some of these along, they'll pick up extra. So that we'll find out that they're all three, god, balanced, and machine, which is, you know, when I first picked her up, she was just a god. And as I continued, she became god and balanced. Now she's God, balanced, and machine. And then if I do the ultimate, she becomes a god and a healer. Okay, so we'll get more into that once you get more advanced. And there's several different types. You've got gods, you've got healers, you've got dragon, devils, devil dragons. You've got physical types. You've got, what's this one here? There's one other one. Machine, balanced, devil we talked about. And then you have your other types like Evo material. Pay attention to that Evo material. You don't want to use that to level up your monsters. So if you've been doing that, then I would suggest not. There's also another new type, and it's called redeemable material. And you'll see the little coins up top here in the corner. And basically that says you can either redeem it in the monster exchange, or you can use it in the monster exchange to get different monsters. Okay. And it's probably more valuable to use in the monster exchange to get different monsters than it is to sell it. Okay. Which monsters have plus points? So whoever has the most is going to show top left. Sub attack, I'm not exactly sure. Oh, basically what that means is they have more than one ATT. So blue and red, this guy. Okay, so they have attack, and then they also have sub attack. And then, this is pretty much my last one with 2. And then everybody else after this guy is one type of attack. Okay. So that's good when you're looking for one with, more than one color that you need. Assist. Not exactly sure about that. If you know what it is, please feel free to let me know. I think it has something to do with adding assist to one of the monsters, but I haven't been able to successfully do that. You can arrange it by your monsters that are awoken. So the most awoken would be top left. The least awoken would be down at the bottom corner. Monster points. This one's a little different because it's going to give you what you have available to tell you what they are. But if you're actually looking to sell them, if they're listed as a favorite here, it will not allow you to do that. So just know that if you're trying to sell a monster or do something with it and it won't let you if it's one of your favorites, that's probably why. All right, and let's see. The skill. So who's the most skilled? For me, it's this guy here. Why? Have no clue. But that's what it says. So I'm not exactly sure what that's about. Experience value. She has the most. Not exactly sure what that one's about either. Feel free to leave it in the comments if you know. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and you guys have a great time. Enjoy playing.